Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're planning a trip to the desert, you're in for a truly incredible adventure. The desert has so much to offer, but before you set off, there are a few things you need to know to stay safe. In today's video, I'll be sharing a few of my personal tips on how to stay safe and enjoy your time in the desert. Let's get started. This cannot be stressed enough, but take water. Pause this part of the video if you want to read all of it, but water is one of the most important things that you can take with you. It can literally save your life. Take a map, take a screenshot of your route, or take a screenshot or both. Take a screenshot from your navigation map from your phone in case you don't have Wi-Fi. You can at least find it in your photos to tell someone if you need help getting out from being lost. Also, even if it seems silly because you're not going that far or you feel super capable and like it's not a big deal, tell somebody where you're going to be, where you will be. Don't change your route. Don't just on a whim decide to go somewhere else, and tell someone, even if it's somebody who's out of town. So if they don't hear from you, they know to get in touch with authorities to try to find where you are. It's super important and it's worth your time to save your life. Tragically, this year, a father and daughter lost their lives in the desert. They were hiking in triple-digit heat. They got lost and ran out of water. And that's why it's so important to be over-prepared if necessary. Know where you're going. Take a map. Take more than you need water-wise. Really, it can save your life. There's no need for people to tragically lose their lives trying to have a good time. So I can't stress this enough. Okay, the next two things on the list are shoes and hats. It is really important to wear good hiking shoes, even if it's just a tennis shoe, trail runner, bona fide hiking shoe or boot. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen people hit the desert trail wearing flip-flops or open-toe sandals. While it may seem really comfortable, it is not a good idea. There's cactus, as may seem obvious. You don't want cactus in your feet. There are rattlesnakes, there are scorpions, there are fire ants, and if you haven't experienced a fire ant bite, please believe me, you don't want to. It is extremely painful, and you just take the risk of that if you don't wear decent shoes. Also, wearing good trail shoes, it just provides support for your feet and ankles, because there's lots of rocks and loose ground out there, and it can be really easy to lose your footing. And a hat. This will help keep you from getting sunburned and help prevent heat stroke. Even a bandana or a shirt, if you forgot your hat, is a really good idea. Okay, and the next few things that I put on the list are non-perishable snacks, first aid kit, sunscreen for your face and body, as well as your lips, really easy to get sunburned, and an emergency blanket. These are things I take with me no matter how long of a hike I'm going on, even if it's going to be just a couple of miles or 5 or more miles. It's always a good idea. Just in case anything happens. It can also help somebody else on the trail. If you find someone in distress, you will be able to help them out with your first aid kit, non-perishable snacks, etc. Okay, this one might seem a little off the wall, but if you are wearing anything metal on the trail on a hike in the sun, it's going to heat up incredibly fast and it's going to get super hot and it can burn you. This is just something to keep in mind, especially if you're taking kids with you and they're wearing anything that could heat up like that, or your dog's tags or anything in their collar that might be touching their skin. It's just a good idea to keep that in mind. And it's, there's nothing wrong with wanting to wear nice things on the trail to make yourself feel good or pretty or whatever. But I would just leave those things in the car or at home, and just to keep that in mind. Desert plants are built to survive, and one of the things they use to survive are spines and thorns. So just be aware when you're hiking, there are a lot of cacti out there, and also our citrus trees. So it sounds really nice just to walk out if you know someone, or if you're somewhere where there's lots of citrus trees. You can't just go start picking them. You have to have a special tool to pick them, because they are adorned with incredibly sharp and very long thorns. So that's just something to be aware of when you are out in the desert. Another good thing to carry in your pack is a fork, and that is a really great tool to use to pull thorns out if you or somebody else in your party has the unfortunate experience of getting cacti thorns in their hand or foot or wherever. It's a great tool to use to help pull out those thorns. Okay, I think this is worth mentioning regarding being out on the trail and hiking, and that's knowing your own limitations. I have seen too many times when people are out on the trail and we're doing a hike and they are pushing themselves too far because they feel maybe they're embarrassed for maybe needing to slow down or even turn back. And that's understanding your limitations. That's your body telling you that it needs to stop, take a break, or just quit for the day. Pushing yourself beyond that when you're on the trail, especially if it's hot and maybe you don't have enough water or you didn't prepare, can actually be life-threatening. So there is no shame, there's no embarrassment. It's okay to stop, it's okay to slow down, and not push yourself. It's the safe thing to do. Okay, I think this is a good place to wrap up this video. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below with your thoughts, or if you have any questions or advice on any of the tips that I gave. And don't forget to subscribe too, that really would help me out. And if you would like, I'm also on Instagram under Huckleberry Crow. All right, thanks again, you guys. Have a great day.